this morning a little bit what I'm doing with the chicken that we culled out the other day. And you can see maybe in the background, I still have the broth cooking. It's sort of perpetual. Not really, because I think on Thursday I'll probably strain it all and say that's it. But in the meantime, I've been adding liquid to it as I've been using it and drinking it out. And it has carrots and celery, zucchini from our garden, that I dried last, basil, dried tomatoes. So it's chock full of vegetables plus the broth, and it's getting quite done. But I drink it up, and finally I'll strain it off, and if there's any left, and use it as chicken broth and other things. So what I do, I put the chicken on. When the chicken gets done, I take the meat off the bones. I throw the bones back into the pot, and there it goes. And then I've chopped up the meat that came off the bones. They're in pieces, not really uniform pieces at all. And I've used the breast already. And so what I have basically is just the dark meat left. So what I'm making, it won't make very much, but I thought I'd show you. And I don't know whether to call it a pate or a spread, but under here I have some bread that's rising that I'm going to be making. And so when it's done, I hope we have this bread or pate that we can put on our bread. So you're going to see me chopping up some of the onion for it. I don't know that I'll add all of this onion, but I think I'll saute it all. And so I'll get it ready. And I'm going to be adding also some celery to it as I saute it. And I've got 4 cloves of garlic that I'm going to put with it. Yeah, I don't think I'll put about 1/4 of what I'm chopping into the pate. I'll save the rest. Maybe it'll even go in this stew pot. So, wait just a minute, I got a piece of skin that shouldn't have been there. Okay, I think that's what I have. And I only have a small piece of celery left, but I'm going to put in some of that. And I've got more put on my grocery list. Okay, let's say that's enough. And I'm just going to, of course, sort of chop the garlic. And I had 4 cloves, like I said, and so that is ready. And then I will saute it, and I'm going to add a little lime juice to it. This is a lime. It doesn't look green, but limes really, when they're ripe, they're yellow. So it's very ripe lime. And then as I go on, I'll show you more of how it's progressing. So there you have it. But come back. I've sauteed the onions, and at the very end I took my lime and I put the lime juice in the saute pan, and it boiled off, but the flavor is here. And then I added about a teaspoon of my chicken spice mix that I made the other day that has cumin, coriander, and paprika in it. So that I put in, and like I say, I put in about a teaspoon of that, and then that's going to go in here. And then I have some pecans, roasted pecans, and I've got about a little over 2 tablespoons. Whoops. So that's going down in. And then I am going to put some butter in it. And oh, I don't know how much to tell you on that. I'm putting about 1/3 of a cube of butter because I don't have a lot of meat in here, and it's just basically the dark meat that was on that chicken. Okay, I'm gonna make some noise and we'll see what I have. Maybe there. No, there it is. And I might have to add a little bit of juice to it. I think I will, because evidently I had a little bone in it, but a very little bone. I don't think it's going to cause a problem. It'll just add more protein. Yeah. Now, I think what I'll do is just I'll add a little bit of my soup broth to it. Okay. Whoa. And it is a very little bit. It won't be much at all, but I think it'll be just, maybe that's about 2 tablespoons. I don't know. Okay, now, let's see what we have. You know, it might be making more than I think, and I still think it needs to be ground up a little bit. I'm going to taste it, see what it needs for salt, pepper, that sort of thing. I'm going to taste it again. I'm going to put some pepper in it. And I think I'll add, I don't know what I will. It might need a little more juice to really make it. Okay, I think, I was going to put it in so you could see it really good. I used it. Well, here, I'll just put it in here. I'll wipe it a little bit. It has a good taste, I think. You want to taste it, Tom? Or do you want to wait until put it on our bread?
Right.
Okay. He's going to wait for the real thing. Okay. So that was simple. It could have been ground a little more, but I didn't want you to put you through all that. And yeah, it could have been. And I think that'll just be enough to show you. And there was a little bone. I thought I could hear one in there. But I'm going to put it in here. Might put a little broth on top, let it get cold. I'm not sure. Not really, because our bread's going to go in the oven as soon as I finish this. So that is it. And I've got more to put in, but I'm going to grind this a little more because I can see the onion here. Okay, now I thought I'd show you. I mixed it up some more. I added a little more liquid to it out of the broth, and it really looks like a pate now. And it has a nice taste. It will spread nice on the bread, and it would even go like on a bit of lettuce, a little bit like a salad, and there you have it. And I think it made a nice amount. We got the other dinner out of it. We have the spread out of her. Well, I shouldn't call her, it's meat. I'm sorry, out of the chicken. We got, so out of the chicken we get quite a few nice meals. And so there you have it. It didn't take long and it will be good to eat. So have a good day.